Hello and welcome, my name's Dom, and this is Top 10 Tips for DayZ. Number 1. Stay off the main road. This is probably the most told DayZ tip, but it is important for a new player. Firstly, the cities and villages of the main roads will most likely have already been looted. That means no loot for you. And secondly, the main roads are where bandits like to hang around, so you're likely to be the victim of one of their raids. Number 2. Be nice to people. When you're wandering around the land of DayZ, you're likely to come across a fellow wanderer. I find it really helps to be friendly, especially if they're geared up. I've come across many survivors who have been happy to give me food, water, and sometimes even guns, so this can be a real kickstarter at the beginning of the game. Number 3. Use a microphone. This is linked with the last tip. If you find another traveller, it can really help to be able to speak to them, as it makes you seem more friendly. Of course, it also helps if you're trying to threaten someone. Hearing you shout at them will almost always have a big impact. Number 4. Start with small villages and work your way up. Big city means big loot, but big loot means big bandits, and big bandits means big zombies. If you haven't got the equipment to handle a quick firefight or a small zombie invasion, then you need to start with the smaller villages. Number 5. Gear up before heading to an airport. Although this may seem like the last tip, it is different. Many new players head straight for the airports expecting them to be empty of bandits but full of guns. Big mistake. Airports are often worse than big cities, bandit-wise, as they know that survivors will come looking for loot. Number 6. Use melee weapons on zombies. DayZ is a great game, don't get me wrong, but everyone knows that the zombies are incredibly buggy. One minute you're in a house with all the doors closed, the next there's a whole horde behind you. Melee weapons are easier to aim, and if you have the firefighter axe, then you can get those dead guys in one hit. Number 7. Use a map. DayZ doesn't have any maps in-game, but you can find interactive maps online that are really useful for travelling. If you have no map, then you'll get lost 9 times out of 10. Something as simple as a map can be the difference between life and death. In DayZ anyway. Number 8. Observe a village or city before heading in. If you rush blindly into places, you don't know what could be waiting for you. Make sure that there's no ambushes, zombie hordes, or bandits around before you get yourself into trouble. You can zoom in by using the right click button, which can make it a lot easier to spot incidents waiting to happen from far away. Number 9. Check behind you whilst travelling. When you're travelling, it's easy to stop focusing, but if bandits or zombies see you, they may start to follow you. If you regularly look behind you, you can avoid a surprise attack. Number 10. Be careful when using stairs. There have been many times when I've been checking a building for loot and suddenly, out of nowhere, I've accidentally missed a step. That's my legs broken and my game ruined. It's got to be one of the most annoying things to have happen. So, always remember, use every step. So, those were my top 10 tips for DayZ. Hope you enjoyed, thank you for watching, and goodbye.